what you probably would guess they reported back, that the institutions were terrible and the treatment of people was terrible. And again here, the advantage of having a hearing was this was broadcast all over the country. The average American really never knew what went on inside these institutions. And it was high time they learned, and that was the purpose of the hearing, to go ahead and demonstrate that far from any love or any care, these people were just mistreated, and horribly so. So that was the hearing, and that's what came out in the hearing. I know John Doyle, we got to let this guy speak. He can speak.
All right. Well, the hearings, as Senator Weicker said, produced results that were just astounding. They were awful. And the senator called to the carpet the man in the Justice Department that was supposed to be enforcing civil rights, and pointed out to him how he wasn't doing it. The senator called on the carpet the Secretary of the Department of Health and Human Services, who was supposed to be enforcing the inspection of these facilities and wasn't doing it. And as a result, there was a whole new order of inspections, of trained personnel in the district offices, and a new law, the Protection of Mentally Ill People, which the senator sponsored, to address the conditions in the institutions. Having said that, that was sort of like putting a Band-Aid on a tumor. It wasn't going to cure it. The only cure for those large institutions was what we've seen with Mansfield, the closing, and that's what the senator did when he became governor. But in those days, just to make it better, there were several initiatives that the senator proposed that became law and that were enforced. All institutions were found to be, all the institutions we looked at, and we had one investigator, the senator, remember, actually worked undercover. Yep. He got a job in one of the institutions and was there for 4 or 5 weeks, a man named Steve Snyder, an experienced investigator. And we found instances of abuse and neglect at every institution that we visited across the country.